In today's news, President designates Tawata as part of Meedu and Ufulandu as part of Maduvari. 1.8 megawatt generator arrives in Adu city amid the ongoing power crisis, and Hurumala Hospital signs an agreement to establish a 30-day dialysis center.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad. President Dr. Muhammad Muiz officially designates Tawata Island as part of Meedu Island and Ufulandu Island as part of Maduvari Island in Rai Atoll. The decision, formalized through a presidential decree issued on February 19, 2025, amends the previous decree gazetted on February 5th. These amendments were made under the Decentralization Act, utilizing the powers vested in the President under Section 134A of the Act. The move comes as part of efforts to address space shortages on Meedu and Maduvari, where limited land has posed challenges for residents and local industries. President Dr. Muiz has previously emphasized the need to relocate economic activities from small islands due to health and safety concerns, including waste management and environmental risks. During recent visits to the island, the President has engaged with island communities to better understand their challenges and implement efficient solutions. His administration has prioritized land expansion and infrastructure improvements to support local development. The government dismisses reports suggesting that an emergency cabinet meeting was convened following a Supreme Court decision on a constitutional amendment that allows the members of parliament, MPs, to lose their seats if they are expelled from or defect from their parties. A report published in Adadu News claimed that the government had called an urgent meeting after the Supreme Court ruled on a legal objection filed by former Kendu Member of Parliament Ali Hussain. The objection challenged whether the case could be considered by the court. However, the government has categorically denied the report. Chief spokesperson for the President's office, Hina Walid, clarified that there was no such meeting that had taken place and expressed concern over the dissemination of the unverified information. She emphasized the importance of responsible reporting, knowing that misleading claims could create unnecessary public uncertainty. The President's office has indicated that it will bring the matter to the attention of the Media Council. On the legal aspect of the case, the Attorney General's office maintained that constitutional amendments cannot be adjudicated in court unless they involve legal interpretation or allegations of law violations. Despite this position, the Supreme Court has decided to proceed with the case for the time being and has granted the state a 10-day period to submit its response. President Dr. Muhammad Muiz appoints new leadership for the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC and the Elections Commission EC following parliamentary approval on 17 February 2025.
Abdullah Nashid has been named the Vice President of the ACC, an independent body tasked with investigating corruption cases and advising authorities on anti-corruption measures. Nashid, who previously held key positions within the Commission from 2011 to 2015, was appointed as a member in January this year. The ACC is chaired by Al-Ustaz Adam Shamil, with members Al-Ustaz Shiama Muhammad, Shazna Hashim, Ahmad Nashid and Abdullah Nashid. Meanwhile, Muhammad Zahid has been appointed as the President of the Elections Commission, with Abdul Rahman Salah Rashid as Vice President. Both were initially appointed as EC members on January 2025. Zahid previously served as Vice Chairman of the Human Rights Commission, while Salah was formerly the Commission's Director and Acting Secretary. The EC is responsible for overseeing elections, referendums, and political party registrations. The 5-member commission also includes Dr. Muhammad Zahid, Hassan Zakaria, and Abdul Hasib Ismail. The appointments follow amendments to the Elections Commissions Act and Anti-Corruption Commission Act last year, granting the President the authority to appoint the Commission's leadership with the parliamentary approval. Previously, the leaderships were elected internally by Commission members.
As part of ongoing efforts to manage public expenditure, President Dr. Muhammad Muiz proposes a 10% reduction in the basic salaries of heads of independent institutions earning above 12,000 rupiah. The President also sought Parliament's stance on reducing the salaries of the judiciary, the members of Parliament. However, the Public Accounts Committee has determined that such reductions are not feasible at this time. Following an evaluation of the proposal, the committee concluded that changes to the salaries of most independent institutions would require amendments to existing laws. Muhammad Mamdouh, a member of parliament representing the Funado constituency from the ruling PNC, highlighted that the ensuring uniformity in salary structures across various institutions falls under the committee's responsibilities. He said that adjusting the salaries of selected institutions without legislative changes would be inequitable. The committee found that implementing a salary reduction in most independent institutions would necessitate legal amendments. Given the requirement to maintain parity in salaries across similar roles, the committee decided against the proposed 10% salary cut for parliament members, the judiciary and independent constitutions, and other posts where salaries are determined by the parliament. Consequently, the committee advised the president that the proposed reductions should not proceed. Instead of salary reductions, the committee suggested alternative cost-cutting measures, including the potential merger of independent institutions such as the Broadcasting Commission and the Media Council. The committee recommended that revising legislation to facilitate institutional mergers could be a more effective strategy for reducing expenditure. The committee has now approved the report outlining these recommendations following a thorough investigation of the issue. Addo City receives a 1.8 megawatt generator as part of efforts to address the ongoing electricity shortages affecting residents. Fenaka Corporation confirmed on Tuesday that the generator has arrived in the city and will help alleviate power issues, particularly as Ramadan approaches, a period of increased electricity consumption. The generator, acquired under an agreement with state electric company Stelco, was transported to Addo via landing craft as part of Fenaka's efforts to improve the island's power supply following its announcement on Sunday. According to Fenaka, efforts were also underway to repair 3 damaged generators at the central power station, which supplies electricity to Hitadu and its connected islands. One of the generators has already been repaired and is now operational, while work on a second generator is expected to be completed by the end of the week. Repairs on the third generator will begin next week once spare parts imported from abroad arrive. Power outages have been a persistent issue in Addo City, with no permanent solution found so far. The failure of multiple generators has led to disruptions, forcing authorities to implement rotational power cuts in different areas. However, Fenaka has assured that efforts are being made to stabilize the electricity supply and meet the growing energy demands driven by ongoing development projects in the city. As part of a long-term solution, a 32-megawatt powerhouse is currently under construction in Addo City. The government is actively working to expedite this toll project to ensure a permanent resolution to the city's electricity crisis. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back. State Trading Organization STO introduces special Ramadan imports of essential food items, focusing on maintaining affordable prices during the holy month when food demand traditionally increases.
Lemons at significantly lower rates compared to current market prices. Individual lemons are being sold at 40 rupiah per kilogram, while boxed lemons 5 kilograms are priced at 145 rupiah. This represents a notable reduction from market rates, which currently range between 75 rupiah to 85 rupiah per kilogram. Other essential items are also available at competitive prices. Eggs are priced at MVR2 each or 320 rupiah per case. Potatoes are available at 18 rupiah per kilogram or 310 rupiah per bag. Onions cost 14 to 15 rupiah per kilogram or 310 rupiah per bag. Coconuts are being sold at 5 rupiah each, which is up to 80% below market rates that currently range from 10 to 25 rupiah. The main items imported by STO specifically for Ramadan include onions, eggs, and potatoes. The primary purpose is to maintain reasonable prices during the fasting month when food demand traditionally increases. STO has structured its Ramadan import strategy into 4 categories. The first category includes essential foods such as onions, eggs, potatoes, coconuts, and dates. The second category consists of fresh produce including cucumber, ginger, lime, carrots, oranges, and various other fruits and vegetables. The third category comprises processed foods like Nestle cream, cocoa powder, baked beans, and canned milk. The fourth category contains cooking ingredients including sunflower oil, vegetable oil, and basmati rice. These essential items are available wholesale from the STO Wholesale Center and the STO warehouse in the Industrial Village Zone. Individual purchases are possible at all STO People's Choice locations throughout the country. The government has identified 183 essential items, with 54 specifically designated as critical for Ramadan as part of its policy to address price increases. According to Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammad Said, the government will take immediate action against vendors found selling these items at inflated prices during Ramadan. The organization emphasized that prices will generally remain consistent across all regional outlets, with adjustments made only in exceptional circumstances based on specific regional market conditions. These measures are part of the government's broader policy to control price increases of essential goods during Ramadan, following directives issued by President Dr. Mohammad Muiz last year.
Holomale Hospital, HMH, signs an official agreement on Tuesday to establish a 30-bed dialysis center. The new facility, which is expected to be completed within 90 days of civil works, aims to enhance dialysis services and provide critical care to patients suffering from kidney-related ailments. This development follows the recent upgrade of Holomale Hospital to tertiary care status. On November 16, 2024, President Dr. Mohammad Muiz officially inaugurated the hospital's Operation Theatre Complex, Intensive Care Unit, Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, and Centralized Sterilization Department services. During the ceremony, the hospital received its registration and operating license as a tertiary care facility, marking a significant milestone in the expansion of healthcare services on the island. Holomale, a planned urban development island near Male, has seen a surge in population in recent years, driven by its residential expansion and infrastructure development. This growth has necessitated the scaling up of healthcare facilities to ensure residents have access to essential medical services. The establishment of the dialysis center is expected to significantly reduce the burden on existing healthcare infrastructure. The water and sewerage system installation in Gaf Dal Fares Matola has been successfully completed. The project, which commenced in 2023, was carried out under the Exim Bank of India's line of credit. According to the Ministry of Construction, Housing and Infrastructure, the newly installed system included 2 90-ton reverse osmosis RO plants and 2 625-ton drinking water storage tanks. Additionally, a 10-kilometer sewerage network, a 13-kilometer water network, 3 pumping stations, and 25 kilowatt solar panels have been installed to ensure sustainable and efficient supply of water and sanitation services. The ministry shared that preparations are underway to hand over operations to Fenaka Corporation, with services currently being provided on a trial basis until February 26, 2025. At the AHA Ministerial Forum on Saturday, Tourism and Environment Minister Tariq Ibrahim announced that the government aims to establish water and sewage services on all islands within the next 2 years. Additionally, the minister said that the government is actively assessing islands where water and sewage infrastructure is required, considering population changes and development needs. A comprehensive plan is being formulated to ensure that the continued expansion of these essential services to all necessary islands. The Ministry of Homeland Security and Technology requested that the biometrics update process for foreign workers employed in inhabited islands outside the Malé area be completed before the first day of next month. According to the ministry's announcement, employers around requested to work with local councils to complete the biometrics update process before March 1, 2025. Additionally, the ministry has requested that biometrics update for foreign workers in resorts, safari vessels, agricultural islands, and other industrial islands be completed before April 15, 2025, in coordination with either the Joint Operations Center established at National Center of Information Technology, NCIT, that those who fail to update their biometrics within this period will be suspended from the expat system and their services will be discontinued. For more information can be obtained via 7690228 or emailing operation.society. Thank you for watching MM News. Have a great evening.